Hello, ladies. So, as you can see from the title of this video, it says trust yourself. And yes, I have on the same outfit because I am bulk creating content today. So, just accept it and look at the look. I actually did not buy this. So, my mother in law got me this shirt from Kohl's. And it's actually kind of cool. It's supposed to be a dress, to be honest, but the belly is here and it looks like a shirt on me. So until I have the baby, it will not be a dress and it just is what it is. All right. So the title is Trust Yourself. And the reason I titled this Women's Intuition is because that's the part that you really need to trust within you. Okay. Why is this important? Number one, women's intuition is a gift. And if you've never heard of it, your intuition is basically the base word intuitive, right? It's something that you receive like a signal. It's something very spiritual. It's something that's just in the atmosphere, things that you can figure out, things that you can sense. Some people like to refer to it as the Holy Spirit that gives you these messages. Some people say it's God. Everyone agrees that it is a woman's intuition, though. And so you have to think men do have intuition as well. So let me first put that out there. As humans, we have some intuitive knowings and abilities, and it's something that we have to have because they are instinctual and they protect us. However, with women's intuition, people typically attribute this to like knowing if your man is cheating, or knowing when your children are lying to you, or knowing if you should take a job, right? Knowing if a certain woman is your real friend or not. And so you have to really lean into who you are as a person so that when you receive these messages, you're not rejecting them. You're not second guessing yourself, right? And so this is important because when you have feelings and you constantly ignore them, it makes it very difficult to trust yourself. Okay. And oftentimes, what happens is, okay, now it's difficult to trust myself. So I'm questioning my judgment. I'm questioning my decision making. I'm questioning my choices in friendships and relationships and jobs. I'm making poor decisions. I'm regretting them. I'm feeling bad. I'm telling myself that I'm making bad choices. And so I'm sort of sending myself into this spiral where now I genuinely do not trust me, and people can sense that. They can sense it. And when they pick up on it, they will take it and they will run with it, especially if it's a person who is predatory. Now, in my profession, I am a licensed therapist by trade, right? And so in my profession, I use that and I say, based on these actions that you're displaying here, it seems as though you're having some difficulty trusting yourself. You're having some difficulty believing in some of your abilities and in your thought patterns and things of that nature. And we can talk through it. But with a person who desires for you not to trust yourself, with a person who, okay, well, if they figure me out, I won't get these same perks. They will use that against you. Like, yo, why are you thinking like that? You tripping, right? They'll say things like that. You're tripping, or you're overreacting, or you're over exaggerating, or you're thinking too hard. They will tell you things like that to make it seem like there's something wrong with you, or there's no reason for you to think that way because you should just trust them instead. Trust them over yourself. And if it's one thing that I want you to take away from this channel, if you don't learn shit else on this page, never trust anybody over your intuition. When your spirit tells you something, go with that. I bet on myself 1,000 times before I bet on anybody else once, because I trust me. I trust myself. I trust my decision making. I trust the fact that my spirit knows what it's doing when it's leading me, right? So you have to be the same way. And you have to understand that there are people who don't trust themselves either. And so it's difficult for them to see you when you trust yourself and when you're leaning on your intuition. And sometimes that's why people will try to knock you off, like, oh, how can you be so sure of yourself? And they will put that to the test to see if you're sure of yourself. And you got to be able to stand on that. So I hope that this helped you learn at least a little bit about woman's intuition and why it's important, and how sometimes people can try to get you off that track and what that looks like. However, I encourage you, if you struggle to really listen to yourself, to just get quiet, spend some time alone. I know that's not comfortable, especially for a lot of people. And I'm sensing, especially on this platform, because I talk about confidence a lot, self confidence, and, really believing in yourself and trusting in yourself. There are some people here who really struggle to be alone because they don't know, well, how does that look for me? How does it look if I'm by myself? How does it look if I'm having to lean on my own understanding and I'm not always consulting with someone else and asking what they think about a life choice? Or, like, how does it look if I'm making decisions on my own? Because that can be very scary. And this is not to say, like, I definitely consult with people for certain decisions as well. But for the most part, I'm moving and making choices on my own based off of my personal goals and where I would like to be. I get the consultation when I'm trying to figure out, okay, what do I do next? I kind of feel like I'm in a slump or I'm hitting a wall and I need new information that's going to help me move forward. So I'll hire like a coach, or I'll talk to an elder, someone much older than me who has been through the situation before, to help me get to the next level. But it's nothing compared to, oh, well, every time I make a life choice, I have to call somebody, or I can't even pick the color of my wallpaper or my outfit for the day. Girl, what should I wear? Should I do this? Should I do, like, it sounds subtle, but things like that can make you not trust yourself, because you have to be able to be comfortable in your decision making. So again, I hope this helped. If this did help you, let me know in the comments. Like, do you struggle to listen to your intuition? And if so, what are you going to do about it? I may do a workshop about this in the future. We'll see. But I'll definitely keep you all posted and let you know. All right. Take care, babes.